everyone, my name is Ghafaira Aisha Faisal, my student ID is 234111048, and I'm from Class Management 23A. Today I'm going to talk about principles of risk management. 1. Policy or policies. This should probably be placed first on your own list on the basis that theoretically this should be the starting point. But in practice, this is not always where one starts, certainly not in small companies where practical considerations dictate many subsequent policy decisions. Of course, this is an important element in developing a strategy that enables the achievement of risk management policy objectives. 2. Planning or planning. This includes planning at the strategic management level and the practical operations level, with all other elements feeding back into this stage and priorities for action being decided. While all of the other PS go into this stage, it is important that they are considered in such a way that they are all equally important in the decision-making process. For example, much work over the past few years has gone into developing tools to help businesses manage health and safety risks, as these elements are given a much higher priority than financial issues. Sometimes this may be justified, but there will always be a shift in regulatory emphasis covering the workplace, meaning that all risks must be considered. 3. Products or services. There are several risk factors associated with the product or service itself, which then raise questions about purchasing, production, waste management, etc. These include product life cycle stages and current trends, the company's current competitive position and future potential, friendly environmental issues that affect development, lifestyle trends and demographic changes, various internal and external pressures on business. 4. Process. The risks associated with the process itself can vary greatly, of course, depending on the type of business being considered. However, the basic questions will relate to the techniques used, and the inherent risks associated with them, controls in place to mitigate risk, potential impacts of technological developments, both positive and negative, changes in legislation and their impact on engineering choices, government initiatives to support and encourage companies to consider using new technologies, the skill level of staff available, both internally and more widely available in the geographic area. 5. Premies. This is often a significant risk factor for small companies, as they often have limited access to suitable premises either at the startup stage or when expanding production. On a different scale, greater concerns come from having additional risk factors to consider in the workplace and having to fully optimize the facilities available at each location.